Here it goes again, guys and girls. I hope you will like this. Please rate, comment, like, add a favorite, subscribe, and please leave thoughts, opinions, comments, subscribe, like, add a favorite, and rate down below. And the description will be down below. Also, and this video will be about one of the comic books I read, which are the ones that get in the mail. It's Batman. Batman is the one I get in the mail. And this article is about Grant Morrison on the Legendary BATMAN Run. And this was posted yesterday at 9 a.m. And the author is Alex Nagorski, and 1.1K on Facebook. That's how many people like this Batman on Facebook. And the tweets on Twitter are 96. This page has been shared 96 times. View these tweets. StumbleUpon submit said, "Little did I suspect when I accepted the Batman writing assignment back in 2006 that I'd wind up spending the next 6 years writing the longest continual comic story I've ever attempted. I thought I'd said most of what I had to say about the character with Arkham Asylum, Gothic, and Batman's appearances in JLA. Clearly, I was wrong. The original pitch was for 15 issues winding up with Batman R.I.P. But something happened along the way, and as I was researching his rich history, I became fascinated by the idea that every Batman story was in some way true and biographical from the savage, young, pulp-flavored, weird figure of the dark of his early years through the smiling, paternal figure of the 1940s and the proto-psychedelic crusader of the 50s, the superhero detective of the 60s, the hairy-chested, globetrotting adventurer of the 70s, to the brutally physical vigilante of the 80s, and snarling, paranoid soldier of the 90s. By taking his entire publishing history as the story of his life, I was able to approach Batman from a different angle. In the multi-faced character that was revealed became the subject of my story. What would such a man be like? Realistically, this was a man who had saved countless lives, faced innumerable perils, and even prevented the destruction of the world itself. This was a master of martial arts, meditation, deduction, yoga, and big business. This was a man who had tamed and mastered his demons and turned personal tragedy into a relentless humanitarian crusade. Taking that man seriously meant I had to throw out a few of the accepted ideas about Batman as a semi-unhinged, essentially humorless loner struggling with rage and guilt. The totality of his history and accomplishments made that portrayal seem limited and unconvincing. So instead, my Batman, my Batman was a true superhero at the height of his powers and the peak of his abilities, surrounded by a network of friends and associates, all of whom had been inspired by his lead. I choose to build my story around the basic trauma, the murder of his parents, that lies at the heart of Batman's genesis. It seemed to me there would be a part of Bruce Wayne that resented his parents for leaving him, and especially resented his father for not being Batman that night. So the principal villains were an archetypal bad father figure in the form of Dr. Hurt, and a dark mother in the form of Tiglia, our villain for the concluding chapters of the story. This master theme of damaged and ruined families was nowhere more in evidence than in the creation of Damian, the first son of Batman, to be acknowledged in the canon. In many ways, this has been Damian's story as much as it has been the story of Bruce Wayne. And that's a story that had its end planned a long time ago. For what son could ever hope to replace a father like Batman, who never dies? And so, VIA, Batman and Robin, Return of Bruce Wayne and Batman Inc. INC, period. Top. This epic tale has finally reached its finale. Thanks to all the artists who helped realize the story: Andy Kubert, J.H. Williams, John Van Fleet, Tony Daniel, Ryan Benjamin, Lee Gerbett, Frank Quiley, Philip Taft, Cameron Stewart, Andy Clark, Frazer Irving, Scott Collins, Chris Sparus, Ryan Suk, Yanick Paquette, Georges Genty, David Finch, Scott Clark, and of course, Chris Burnham. Thanks to the inkers, colorists, and letters, and to my indefatigable editors. Thanks to the readers to join in the fun and contribute to the thought-provoking debates and analysts online. The conclusion is finally here, with only four more issues to go. 4 issues which take Batman to dark places he has never had to visit before. 4 issues and I'm done. While Batman himself continues into as yet unimaginable future adventures. They'll still be here long after I'm dead and forgotten. Long after all of us have come and gone, there will be Batman. He's been a joy and a privilege to spend so much time in the company of pop culture's greatest character, but it's going to feel weird waking up and not having Bruce Wayne's calm, commanding, ever so slightly cynical voice in my head. Batman Forever. Grant. Scotland. December 2012. Alright. Okay, guys and girls, that was it for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you liked it. And I'll see you for the next video. Have a good night. Peace out. Late. Signing out. Bye.